mean, I think the level of cynicism amongst young people in terms of politics is just way off the boards, because if you're 18 now, when has there been a politician that's actually leveled with America? If you're 18 now, you were barely aware of politics when you had the whole Monica Lewinsky scandal. You've had WMDs in Iraq, and I have yet to hear a politician on a major way come out and say, I recognize all of the doubt that you might have, you know, first-time 18 to 24-year-old voters about even participating.
Why do you think it's important to vote?
I'm not sure I do anymore.
I don't know if it's necessarily important. I mean, I think it is important to voice your opinions, but I think a lot of youth don't think that their vote matters that much.
I guess all you can do is hope it's not the case, because you believe in the system, so you still go out and vote.
We were freshmen the year that Bush was elected the first time, and the fact that we were 18 during that year, I would say that's probably a big reason why youth feel disconnected to politics, because that was an example of an election that voting didn't seem to matter.
I think a lot of people are just turned off by it because they don't think that it is effective, they don't think it's going to do anything for them, and people are cynical and dismayed by it. I don't blame people.
Politics have really become so partisan, and people look at government as just being all politics, not getting anything done. They don't even like to talk about politics anymore because it ends up being such a fight.
I don't think they're apathetic to issues and certain topics of debate, but I think they're apathetic to the actual system itself.
I feel like kind of our political system is really, I feel like it's out of our control.
The business of politics doesn't really seem to actually affect my life in any way other than sitting around and chatting about it.
Well, one of the oldest jokes in the world is the philosophy class where the professor says to the class, which is worse, ignorance or apathy? And some kid from the back of the class says, I don't know and I don't care.
I don't think they're necessarily more apathetic than everyday Americans. I think, you know, what has the country, what has the government done for you today? I think we should start asking ourselves that question, or can the government do anything for us today?
It's because there's no payoff. It's because, whatever I do, look, it stays the same. Well, that's because you are addicted to instant gratification. And politics, especially democratic politics, is boring, slogging, daily, and doesn't pay off sometimes for 20 years. But you got to do it anyway.